Welcome back, everybody. Happy Monday. I hope you had a great, fabulous weekend and you are ready for a productive week ahead. Um, Today's episode might be an unpopular opinion, and I'm wondering how many people are going to be in my messages today saying, "What the heck? What are you telling people?" Because I don't believe in using DMOs or daily method of operations. It's not something I train my team on. It's not something that I promote, and I'm going to break down for you today why I don't do that and how you can do your daily business different. So, if you haven't head over yet to review this podcast or share it, please do so. I would love the feedback from you guys. And so, let's just get this thing rolling. Here we go. Hey, mamas. You're listening to the MomSquad podcast, a space for moms in network marketing. I'm your host, Melissa Wheelahan. I'm a mom, educator, coach, and trainer. For the past 25 years, I have been a part of network marketing as a stay-at-home mom, a part-time working mom, a full-time working mom, and most recently as an empty nester. And I've learned a thing or two. Do you ever feel like you're trading family time for business time? Have you tried all the things and still don't feel like you're getting anywhere? Are you always wondering where your next customer will come from or feel like the hustle never ends? Are you wanting to lead others but you just don't know how? Well, then you have come to the right place. I believe that the most impactful network marketers show up for their customers and team as their authentic, humble, and real self. So whether you're just starting on your network marketing journey, or you've been in network marketing for a while, or you just need to see things from a different lens, I'm here to help. I'm going to be teaching you how to level up your business through relationships, leadership, and impact. So grab a pen and paper and get comfy because it's about to get real, raw, and authentic. Are you ready? Let's stop the hustle and embrace the journey. Let's go. Okay, let's jump right in because I'm pretty sure this episode could get heated. I don't know. I'm just saying. Unpopular opinion. DMOs, do all the things, right? Let's talk about it. A DMO, daily method of operation. If you're unfamiliar with that term, but you have an upline or a company that says you have to do this many things this many times during the day, so message this many people, add this many new friends, reach out to this many potential customers, reach out to this many potential recruits, go live this many times. And these are the things we want you to do every single day based on what we say should happen and what you should be doing in your business. That's a daily method of operation. And I just don't believe that. I too was trained in my last company in daily method of operation. And as I think back through all of my years, I was trained that way. It wasn't necessarily called that. But it didn't really produce the results. If I go back to thinking, oh, when I added 5 new friends in a day or commented on 5 people's posts, when I was doing it from a space of because I had to do it because that's what they told me I was supposed to do, it didn't yield any results. When I shifted my focus and I was like, I'm going to do the things that I want to do today based on my action goals that I have, that is where I saw results. So if you do have a DMO in your company and it works for you and you're seeing actual results that are giving you consistent repeat business and you're not having to hustle and you're not feeling pressure, then that's a unicorn. I'm just going to say that is a unicorn and congratulations. But I'm going to challenge you today to think a little differently because even if you are doing those things every day, are you doing them from an authentic space, or because you have to have them done, or because you're hustling? So we're going to talk a little differently. For me, when I was doing that, it felt really fake. Like I got to find 5 people to reach out to because the company says I should do this. And this is what's going to give me results, 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 results. It's always result focused. Okay. And that made me feel pressure, made me feel super, super unauthentic. Like, how many of you have gotten a spam message? I'm sure many of you. You guys, when I get those messages now on Facebook, I literally reply back to them and I say, you know what? I don't really do well with spammy messages of you trying to get me to buy your product. I don't even know who you are. I just added you as a friend today. Let's get to know each other. And I've had some people who like don't reply at all. I've had some people who are like, okay, thanks. They still don't reply at all. And I've had a couple people literally go off on me. Like, what do you mean you don't want this product? It's the best product in the entire world. And I say it might be the best product in the entire world, but I don't even know who you are. I'm not going to buy from you if I don't know you, like you, and trust you. And you're clearly sending me a message because you were told to add a new friend today and message that person about your product. You're DMO. So let's think about a different way. And I'm going to preface this with, this is how we've all been trained, right? So this might be really new thinking for you. And I want you to think through what this could look like coming from a space of impact. Right? Because this podcast, we teach impact. What is the impact you're having on people? And how are you affecting people? And what is the feeling you're getting when you see that impact on people's lives? Okay. Now, my team all the time, give me the list of things I'm supposed to do today. Give me a list of things I'm supposed to do today. And I don't do that. We have an onboarding system that gets them set up with the basics. Fill out your back office, announce your business. We teach them how to make value-added posts based on who their target audience is. We help them set up a VIP group if they want. They don't have to. And then we really just teach how to have authentic, real conversations with people and not hustle, pressure, push. Okay? So I'm going to give you 4 things to consider instead of using your company-wide DMO. Here we go. The first one is a plan. You do need to have a plan. So I want your plan to be about action. Now, if you didn't listen to the goal setting, action setting versus goal setting episode, head on back and listen to that one. I'll tag it in the show notes. But if you don't have a plan, you have nowhere to go. Okay, so you do want, number 1, need a plan based on your current action goal. So for example, for me right now, beginning of the year, I have an action goal of starting to add in parties, like do online clothing pop-ups for people and create my own hostess rewards program because we're an affiliate program. We don't have a hostess rewards program. So that is my action goal. So for me, each day, I want to be thinking about or looking for the people that I know might like to host a pop-up party for me. And that's coming from my customers. So reaching out to my customers in an authentic way and saying to them, hey, I know you enjoy the clothes. You've purchased a lot. Would you consider sharing these with your friends by being one of my inaugural hostesses? Right? That's very different than let me find my 5 random friends and say, hey, do you want to host a clothing party? I don't know anything about, I don't know if they even like my clothes. That is so pushy, pressure, random, yucky, gross, right? So have a plan. So figure out your plan first. What is your action goal that you're working on that day, that week, that month? Like break it into manageable size for you. Number 2, do what feels good. Okay, I cannot stress this enough. Do what feels good. If it feels yucky, do not do it. If your upline's like, you have to add 5 new friends a day, and you're like, I don't want 5 new friends a day. I don't need to have thousands and millions of followers. I would rather have a close-knit group of people that I know that are engaging in what I'm talking about and being consistent customers instead of 1,000 followers who never reply to anything I ever say. Right? So do what makes you feel good. If it doesn't feel good, I really want you to think about why, because there could be two reasons. One, it could be yucky. It could be like, that just doesn't resonate with where I'm at, doesn't resonate with who I am or what I stand for. Or it could be that doesn't feel good because I'm fearful. And if it's because you're fearful, we want to dig into that. So I'm going to give you an example from myself. Somebody in our company had mentioned about messaging people who commented on posts. And I was like, no way. That feels so yucky to me. Like, I'm not going to message people who comment on my posts. And then I thought, well, what does that really mean? Like, let's think a little bit deeper. Am I not wanting to do that because it really feels yucky? Because I message people all the time. Like, people who are in my VIP group, I have no problem messaging them because they're in my VIP group. People who are my customers, I have no problem messaging them. So the messaging part wasn't what felt yucky. I was fearful of messaging somebody and them feeling like I was being salesy. So I was like, okay, well, let's think about a different way that I might be able to message somebody. So I started to think through if somebody commented on one of my posts, like let's say I posted, a new sweater or a new jacket that came in, and somebody commented, oh my gosh, that's super cute. I love winter sweaters too. I don't think there's anything wrong with messaging that person, thanking them for interacting. Hey, thank you for interacting on my post. I love this winter jacket. It's super cute. If you ever need any help with any jackets, let me know. Right? Just to say hello and keep the conversation going. Because here's the thing with the Facebook algorithm, or probably even in Instagram, I don't really do Instagram that much, but I do know in Facebook, having a conversation that you keep going with one person will also push that algorithm on your page. So having a conversation like that makes total sense to me. So then I was like, okay, that feels okay. It was fear-based. And so once I got through that and worked through it, that was good. So that's number 2. Number 3, take chunks at a time. So think about what you're working on right now. Are you working on sales? Are you working on sponsoring, customer follow up? Plan your day around that. Think about one thing you're working on, because again, the DMO is like 5 new friends, 5 messages, 5 this, 10 this, blah, 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 blah. Think about one thing, right? So I told you, for me, it's like I want to start doing pop-up parties. So I'm going to just focus on that one thing. It might be next week, I might be focusing on getting ready to do a training for my team. And so my method of operation or my action method that I'm doing that week, it might be just to be reaching out to my team and not my customers at all, right? You have to really take it one chunk at a time. I think sometimes what happens when somebody new comes in, we're so excited and we're like, oh my God, I'm going to get you set up with all the things and do all the things and all the stuff. And then what happens is we overwhelm people so much that they freeze and they can't do anything. So as you're working through your own stuff that you're working on for your business daily, think about small chunks of time, because that also makes you look duplicatable when you bring new people on. And the 4th one is try out new things. So let's say you're like, this week I really want to work on showing this new product that is launching to my customers. And maybe in the past you have done that through posting it just on Facebook or sending a message. Well, maybe you should consider having an email list and sending an email. Maybe it is a new thing you want to try. So maybe you feel like you do really well in posting and your engagement is really good in your group and you're ready to try and do a reel. Like maybe that is what you focus on that day or that week or that day or whatever, however much time frame you want to give it, and you get really good at that one thing. So as you work through all of these, it'll give you, what will happen is it'll make you more intentional of how you spend your time, and everything will feel good. Like when you're working for your business, it should feel good. It shouldn't feel yucky or bad or pressure or hustle. Not at all, right? We want to ditch the hustle and embrace the journey, right? That is what we want. You started this business for a reason, most likely because you wanted to make an impact on people's lives, and we need to be moving in that direction. You have to do for your business what works for you. There is no cookie cutter out there, right? It drives me crazy when I see the same exact post 50 different times on my wall. First off, that messes up your algorithm in Facebook, right? Not everybody is the same. Not everybody has the same goals in this business. So you have to be doing the business the way that it works for you, and only you can figure that out. You can utilize your upline to help you figure those things out. But if you're working with an upline or sideline sponsors or whoever, or a company that's like, here's the cookie cutter, here's what you need to do. And you look at the most successful people, I'm sure they're not following the cookie cutter, right? So just know that you have to do for your business what works for you. And you want to be different because you want people to come back and order from you. Think of how many consultants or whatever you're called in your company, consultants or like we're called affiliates or whatever you're called, are in your company. I mean, we have 3,000. So there's 3,000 other people they could buy clothes from. But I want them to buy clothes from me. And I want them to buy clothes from me, right? Of course, right? That's the goal. If everybody's doing everything the same way, why would they go to you? So how can you do things differently? I believe you stop using daily method of operation because I don't agree with it, right? So that is my words of wisdom for today. I hope that you enjoyed this episode and that you have a fabulous week. If you want to talk more, please reach out to me, leave a review. I'd love to hear what you think about this episode. So have a great week, everybody. Get out there, be brave, be bold, be beautiful. Bye for now. Hey, mamas, did you enjoy that episode? I hope so. Who do you know that needs to hear this information? One of the ways you can show your love for the Mom Squad is by subscribing, reviewing, and sharing. And don't forget to take a screenshot of the podcast and post it on your favorite social media platform and tag me at Melissa Wheelahan. Thanks for listening. I'll see you next week.